What's up, y'all? It's your girl, April, and I'm back with a new series called I Don't Have All the Answers, where we as a community come up with the answers, because why? I don't have them all. Let me just tell you guys up front, I don't know everything, but I have lived an interesting life. And with that comes great wisdom, but also a lot of questions that need answers. Let me just give you a little bit of background about myself. I am from Washington, D.C. I have 2 daughters, and I'm in the 40s. Okay. My 2 daughters are grown, so I've been there and done that. And now life is different for me, so I'm ready to have certain conversations. So with all that said, this is a community. This channel does not work without you. I need you guys in those comments going back and forth with me like a call and response. Typical go-go DC girly reference, okay? So I need you guys in my comments interacting, talking back to me, because again, I don't have all the answers. This is not a podcast. This is a series where grown folks have conversation about random topics and issues that concern the community that I'm a part of. Okay? Let's go. We can go ahead and get into the topic of the day. One of the best creations that I say that has ever been invented is the BlocK feature. I am glad that they have this across all platforms. No matter where you are, if you are engaging with people, you are able to block people. And my favorite thing, well, it's not a favorite thing to do, but one of the things that I like to do that works for me is blocking people on my phone. If I feel really wronged by you, and I don't want you to have access to me completely, I'm going to block you on everything. If I've known you for a long time and you have different ways of contacting me, I'm going to block you on everything. And I have these conversations with my friends. They think, well, some of them think that I'm being a little bit harsh when I do that, and they feel like it's a bit excessive and unnecessary, and I beg to differ. Blocking people for me has been one of the necessary evils. It keeps me from, one, having to engage with people who I no longer want to engage with. It allows me to protect my peace. Now, the way I go about it sometimes may not be the best approach. However, it's the only approach that works for me. Sometimes I'll block a person not just because they did something wrong, but because I no longer want to engage with that person anymore. Prime example. There's a guy that has been texting me good morning ever since I gave him my telephone number. And as of right now, he's blocked. Because at a certain point, the conversation should move forward. And I'm like, okay, how many times are you going to text me good morning? How often are we going to say, oh, how are you doing? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. And then what? Did you really get my number just to tell me good morning every day? No, you didn't. So I don't want to even have to say, oh, okay, why do we keep texting good morning? Because for what? I already know that that's not a person that I want to keep talking to. So why even give them the luxury to keep having a conversation with me that they never wanted to have? So they're blocked. And it's really just as simple as that. So I just wanted to get feedback from the audience, like, what makes you block a person? Do they have to do anything special or significant for you to block them? Do they have to get on your nerves? Like, what is the criteria? Because for me, sometimes it's simple. I may block you in mid-conversation. That's how serious it is for me. Because if I have strong opinions on things, especially when it comes to issues pertaining to women and the safety of women, and if I feel like you violate any of those things, then I have to block you. I don't want to have to explain because you're not going to get it anyway. We're already going back and forth, so what's the point of me having to keep explaining myself to you? It's just much more simpler if I block you. And to be honest, most of the people that have been blocked, I don't really unblock them. It takes a special relationship and a special, circumstance for me to unblock the people that I've blocked. I've done that before, and it usually doesn't work in my favor. And I remember why I blocked that person in the first place. So I don't like to block and unblock. And for the most part, once you're blocked, you're blocked. I've had people contact me in other ways, or they see me out in public and they want to know why they are blocked or want to get off the chopping block, and I'm just like, it is what it is. And I feel like, I saved you some trouble. You're not going to get anything out of this either. So what is the point? You want access to me because of what? Because you're bored? You don't have anything else to do? Nobody else is giving you any attention? So, I don't know. It's just easier for me to block. That's been one of my go-to ways that I establish a boundary. I just clip the boundary altogether. And I honestly think more people should take advantage of that. Do y'all think when men block women, it's feminine? I've heard that before. Like, men don't block women. If I was y'all, I would block whomever is interfering with my sanity. I don't like being confrontational. So if I feel like you're bringing me to that point of confrontation, I no longer want to talk to you. And some people can just break away. They just won't talk to that person anymore. But I don't have those kind of relationships where I stop talking to people and they never reach back out to me because I stopped talking to them. I don't care if it's a day, a month, 10 years, 20 years from now, that person will reach out to me. And no. You'll see me when you see me. Once you're blocked, you're pretty much blocked forever. And I don't know, I just feel once I block a person, it's almost like that rotisserie commercial where you set it and forget it. Really, truly out of sight, out of mind. And for me, that's really a good way for me to stay sane, for me to stay out the way, for you to not even have to worry about what I may say or what I may do. You don't have to worry about any of that because we will never be in contact ever again. And that's how I feel about it. Also, I must say that nobody is above getting blocked. I will block anybody. The only people who I will not block for sure are my daughters. And that is not a threat to anybody or anything like that. It's just telling you how extreme or how far I'm willing to go just to maintain peace. And that's pretty much it. I want to know how you guys feel about it. Do you exercise your right to block people? Have you had to block people on your social media? I've definitely had to do that. I've been harassed on social media by men and women. Don't harass me. Don't slide in my DMs asking me questions about so and so. You will be blocked. If I find out that you are stalking my page, you will be blocked. Because why? At that point, you might as well follow me from your regular page. You don't have to stalk me. You don't have to follow me from a fake page or any of that other weird stuff. You could come on as yourself. Because either way, all of the pages are going to get blocked. And this just is what it is. I'm going to wrap this up. This has been a really good convo. I enjoy expressing my thoughts with my community. I look forward to growing this channel with you guys and engaging more often. And I have a lot of cute topics for us to discuss. Some of these topics are lighthearted, and some of these topics, you know, they may be a little bit more provoking. Because of my own life experiences, I figure that other people are thinking like me as well. So here we are. Alright, so if there's anything that I said that made you nod your head, laugh, roll your eyes, suck your teeth, ball your face up and frown, that is the whole point of this series. This space is for real conversations. Again, you know, we don't always get to have these type of conversations online, and I'm willing to be the catalyst for those conversations. Okay, so we don't have to agree. You don't have to like anything that I said. You don't even have to like me, but I still want you in those comments engaging, letting me know how you feel about the subjects that we're talking about. And okay, let's find the answers. This is your girl, A. Brooke, signing out. Till next time, you guys. Peace.